Hey, video, Craig. See, this is on the screen right now, and then the projector. So you need a laptop or do you need a computer to live stream a screen? You hear me? Yeah. Sometimes I don't know what's wrong with the mic. It's a bit broken. But there's yours, Cult of Faith. Hangman Restream. What the hell's that, Craig? What's that, Craig? Hangman Restream? No way. What's that? Oh, mate. Cheers, brother. Cheers, bro. Sorry, now. Right there, mate. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Right there. Right, that guy. Hold it. Right, guys, right. Knowledge is power. Look at these. Battle Royal. You won't believe these. Look at all those gifts. Look at all those. Look at all those live chats. Now that's a mental live stream. Look at all the super chats coming in. This is a competition. Watch this. Look at that. 100k already. That's about a grand. That's about a grand in what? 10 seconds. Tell me where else. Tell me where else you can earn a grand in 10 seconds. Look at that. There's a dragon. A dragon's a grand to drop. See that? Well, we've got 160k. You won't believe me. Look, 160k is 10 grand. Look at that. 163k versus 147. That's 10 grand. 10 grand easy. That's 10 grand. 10 grand easy.
Hello.
Craig.
Hello, mate. You alright?
Yeah, not too bad. I was just watching this. I was just watching this Meet Me battles.
You've got the most complex, uncomplex system I've ever seen in my life for streaming stuff. It was on a phone before. It was on a phone before. Now that's on a projector on your wall.
Yeah, and the tablet's down there. It goes with the job because when you do police audits and that, Craig, especially in Scotland, it's about filming. It's about filming and photography in public. In public. But sometimes the police and that, when you go there and tell stories, just like freelance journalism, they get a bit angry trying to arrest you and take your devices. Me.
Yeah, it's I've seen a little bit of this audit and stuff before, and some of it is people like yourself that know the law better than the police know the law, and then some of it is well, I've seen some that you would be ashamed of to call yourself an auditor if you've seen it, because
oh, don't get me wrong, there's a very dark side of auditing as well. If you think what DH has done is bad, yeah, some of these auditors, they may not be sexual crimes, but they're against the partners, and trust me, they are horrific.
So your mic right now is dead low.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with it because it's turned up. It's turned up to the max. I need to get a laptop.
It'll be, yeah. So this is why I couldn't. You know, when you were like restreaming my thing earlier, this will be why I couldn't hear like what was coming through the speakers. I could only hear you when I was watching it back. And StreamYard does something weird where like it compresses the audio.
Yeah.
So if you go into settings and then audio,
yeah,
it'll have some things that'll make sense.
Right. Okay. Thanks, mate. Because I thought it was the phone because it's a new device.
It probably won't be the phone. It'll be the settings on StreamYard, because like what they do is they try and cut out background noise. So when you're filming something that's being projected, obviously the audio's, well, it won't even be coming from where the wall is. It'll be coming out of wherever the audio device is, and StreamYard will class that as background noise and cut it out.
Yeah. So I'm on mic settings. It says default echo cancellation ticked and auto adjust mic volume ticked.
Right, take off auto adjust mic volume tick, and you should be fine.
Right, let me just click on that. Oh, default. Why is it not letting me click off that? Oh, it is. Oh. Wait there, I'm trying. It's not really working.
Is that?
Right, now it says mic volume. Yeah, it says mic volume halfway up. Should I turn it up to full?
No, definitely not, because then I'll feel I'll feed back. You should have echo cancellation on.
Yeah, is that better for the sound?
1, 2.
1, 2. 1, 2.
No, I can. Now I can hear myself. So you need to turn down the volume on your own device.
On my own device down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, mate, you're so helpful. Thank you so much. Is that better?
1, 2.
Oh no,
yeah, I am looping around now, but very, very, very faintly.
What about now?
1, 2.
1, 2.
That's. But I'm looping background, but very faintly. Have you got a reduced background?
Well, now I've got it on full audio. Can you hear yourself?
On full audio. Oh, I'm very loud now. I'm very loud now, and I'm repeating.
So you can hear me in your mic?
No, I can hear what I say. Echoing around, like after a second of the
right, makes sense. It's not the device then, because I need that up to hear you. So what I'll do is I'll go back into settings. I'll go back into audio, obviously, and then I'll turn the mic volume down. Is that better? Right there. Sorry. Is that better?
1, 2.
1, 2. 1, 2.
It's still. I'm still going through. It should be. Have you got echo cancellation highlighted?
Yeah, it's on.
Oh, that's a bit weird.
Yeah. Do you think I could turn down the mic a bit more? Let me try a bit more so I can still hear you, though. Is that any better?
1, 2.
1, 2. 1, 2.
Yeah, I'm still coming through. You know what? Go back to the way that it was, where it was dipping in and out a little bit.
So should I put automatically adjust mic volume on?
Yeah, put it back on.
Yeah, no,
see, I've got a pair of headphones on, so Wow, it's fucking mad. It doesn't affect on my end.
Is that better now or worse?
Hello.
Is that bad?
Still there. It's still there.
Fucking hell, how will I fix that? You don't know. Got echo cancellation, mic default, echo cancellation on, and auto adjust mic is on.
Let me try it now.
Right, go on then. Do you think it's the phone?
I've never used this on a phone, so I don't know.
Yeah, I've not got that. Can you hear me though, or is it echoing in your headphones?
I can hear you loud and clear. It's me that's echoing back.
Must be because you got headphones on.
Yeah, but everybody else will be able to hear it.
Yeah, it used to be on the other phone, it used to be brilliant. No one used to complain or anything. But what about if I take echo cancellation off? Do you think that'll make it worse?
I don't know. Try it. 1, 2.
1, 2.
That's perfect on my end.
Well, there you go. It's the echo cancellation. It's just probably because like different phones, they like trying that. Do you know what I mean? Different phones and the settings of StreamYard, they react differently. So is that better now? Yeah.
That's fucking brilliant, mate. So how the fuck are you anyway? How the fuck are you?
If I restream your live stream now, that'll be fine. But I'll have to get a laptop because you can't fucking put it on there, right? You can't fucking restream a live stream when it's a projector on the wall, bro.
Right. So if you check your Instagram, I was trying to restream your live stream to film. Well, I was filming with my camera phone how to restream a live stream, and I thought I'd clicked off it before it actually would go onto my channel. So when you were like, "Oh, restream a live stream," I was like, "Shit, I need to take that down. It's not meant to be there." So,
Yeah.
but if you go to your Instagram inbox, you'll see that I've sent you a video of us showing you how I restream Decker's live streams live.
Right, while he's live at the same time, because you can just click onto it, can't you?
Yeah.
I can get a laptop, no problem. Look at that, 380k, right? So 16,000 is £100, yeah. So 380k, that's 20 grand, and they're doing a battle. That's 20 grand versus 18 at the moment. That's crazy, isn't it?
So what app is this? Because I've never heard of it before, and I'm not trying to be smart, Ross. I legitimately haven't.
I'll have to explain it to you. So, because if you want to go on there, you're gonna have to reiterate this to Chrissy, right?
Okay.
When I lost my job in January 2020 for COVID and that, well, just after really, but stuff was fine. Well, it doesn't matter, right? So anyway, I found this live streaming app called Meet Me, and Meet Me and Scout. Scout is a sister app, right? You have to verify and everything. You have to be over 18. None of this plus, stuff, right? And then so you have to be over 18, and it was Meet Me and Scout. And then when it was 1 year into the lockdown, people on POS, they couldn't live stream or anything, and didn't have people to talk to, and you couldn't visit anyone. So they added POS to Meet Me. They bought POS, yeah. So
right.
It's not a dating site. They only added POS for people during, COVID and that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So where does all this like thousands of pounds of donations come into it?
Well, what it is I wish that was a bit closer. Well, I don't really need to go. Right. So what it is basically I started off with zero, and so it gets your location, but not your exact location. So it's very far out. So it'll be able to pick up your location within about 5 or 6 miles. So yours would probably say, I don't know, northeast. You can pick just northeast.
Right.
So it doesn't pinpoint exactly. No one can find out. Anyway, so and then what you can do is it's a bit like TikTok. This is where TikTok got it from. I'm telling you, right? So this was the very first live streaming app. Now Meet Me. Have you ever seen the film My School Yearbook?
No, I haven't.
Well, my school yearbook came out before Facebook, and Mark Zuckerberg stole the idea off his pals and made Facebook, right? So my school yearbook was basically going to be Facebook until Zuckerberg stole the idea and he's got a lot more money. So my school yearbook, this is this. This is what it is, but they changed it to Meet Me. And instead of doing a Facebook thing, they do live battles. So what you do is you get so you can either just sit there and talk about whatever you want to talk about, or you can have people in your box. So that's like having you as a guest now. You can have one person in at a time. That's the only advantage of YouTube. Now, I'll tell you an advantage of this app. It's not as popular as YouTube, but every single person that's watching you, you can fucking see them and kick them out. That's what they need to do on YouTube. On YouTube, it should say Hangman joined, Scott Jegg joined, Video Craig joined. That's the thing. That's
but why?
People get trolled on fucking video. I'm sorry, on YouTube, because they can't see who's watching them to kick out the trolls. People that I follow, where I'm a moderator, like Brian's Live, people record that every day. But if they just had the thing where they told you who was watching, yeah, so it's just a list, so like a slide list that tells you who's watching, kick out the trolls. You know what I mean?
I think that would put people off because some people would just want to watch and be completely anonymous.
Yeah, completely anonymous. Yeah, but they'd have to make
like not comment, not play any part, just observe.
Yeah. So it's more really like, you know, that the real people will be there. Now, people can spend money on there. 16k is £100, different in different countries. They don't have to spend, but because they can also favorite you, and if you're a popular streamer, you'll get free gifts from off. They're about 5 pence each. But if you've got 100 people in, they can press free super chats. So you're getting 5 cents a time. So if you got that 500 in, 5 cents a time, that's with people. They're called council gifts, right? For free, right? So then people can buy gifts, and you can either cash it into your bank or a portion of it, or you can re-gift it and become a higher gifter. So the more you re-gift, the more support you get, the more diamonds you get. See what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's Meet Me. I mean, I've got ADHD as well, and when I lost my job, I was depressed and that, and I found live streaming app. This one's very good, and I thought,
what job did you do, if you don't mind me asking?
I used to do labouring. I've actually been to the same gig that I think you've been to. Did you go to the weekend Emirates gig?
Yes.
I was working there. I was building the stage. The weekend at the Emirates, that was the same night when Man City was playing in the Champions League final. I think the weekend came up about 11. Yeah. At 12 o'clock, there's people outside setting up fireworks and that. Yeah. So I've done labouring, and I've done I work now at Showtech. It's called Showtech, and they work at different events, building stages, setting up crowd barriers, labelling seats, moving a stage, taking a stage down. This year, I've done Beyonce.
That's quite a specialist thing to do, though, bro. That's quite a specialist thing to do.
That's what I was trying to get into. Because with the ADHD, I lived in Birmingham. I was 16, fell out of my mile and that.
You there? Hello? Hello? What's going on? Where's my guy gone? Jesus Christ, it's a good job. I like him in it because I've got complete control of his channel now. Oh, well. This video, Craig, welcome to the Hangman Audits takeover. I'm just waiting for my guy to come back on now. Just as the conversation between us was starting to get like into something I'm genuinely really interested in. Where is he? Hello. Hello. So anyway, if you would like to subscribe to Video Craig, then I'm Video Craig. You should definitely do that. Video Craig vlogs. Hangman Audits definitely has ADHD as well. Without hearing his story, I'd like to support him because I do support all the ADHD as, even though a lot of are proper cunts. So Jesus Christ. Where's my guy at? I can't even let anybody else on who might be backstage or whatnot because I've got no control over this whatsoever. So we're just gonna sit here and politely wait for Hangman Oryx to come back and control his own fucking channel. Fuck me, mate. You know what? This has happened before when I've been left in control by accident of channels I didn't like, and it got a bit nasty for the channels. The channels weren't around 48 hours later, but this proves that I do like the guy. Jesus Christ. Hello. 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 Coming back through my phone. Hello. Coming back through my phone. Hello. Back through my phone.
Is Video Craig still there? My fucking phone died. Sorry, mate. My phone died.
Oh, I was just having a shit and I heard you come back on. Hello.
Sorry, mate. My fucking phone died. I'm not a professional. This is very, very unprofessional.
It's a good job I like you because I've been left unattended on people's channels before and porn bombed and death, so they had no channel left. I was like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do here when I like somebody.
Nah, I've not got the best system. Fucking hell, I'm telling you. Yeah, so did you hear what I was telling you?
What were you telling us? Remind us, because it was ages ago.
Yeah, I'm from Birmingham. I used to live down south, and then I lived when I was 16, got kicked out for being, this ADHD. My mum couldn't put up with it. And, I was too hyperactive and stuff. And I was due to go in the army, but I was just fighting all the time, and I got arrested for fighting.
How old are you, man? How old are you now?
34.
34.
When I was 16, I carried the knife because I was scared because I lived in like a rough part of Birmingham. It's not an excuse, but you know what I mean?
No. There's nothing more dangerous than a scared human being.
Yeah, exactly. And I wasn't going to use it or nothing. Well, hopefully not. I went to prison for threatening somebody, 16-year-old. I got 4 months. I done 2 in young offenders in Wolverhampton. And then I never got in trouble because I lived with this nice woman, like a family setting. Because with my ADHD, I needed a settled environment, you see, not a shared house in like the roughest part of Birmingham. And then when I was 18, I left there because I thought, I had a bit of money, so I rented an apartment in Birmingham, and very stupidly, I was dealing speed in a nightclub, a gay one, for a while. But then one time, these 2 guys sort of came outside, and they said, that's where we sort of, do the business. The 2 guys set about me, so they started a fight on me on camera. And I got really scared. I've done a bit of karate before. It's only because my name's Marty as well. Do you know that? Fucking karate. So it's only because one of them jumped on my back I was able to defend myself against the 2 of them. And I went a little bit too far and done things that judges don't like punching people, when they're down, stamping on people.
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
But then, so I got 30 months of GBH 2-on-1. And then what happened was, after that, I came out and they said in the rehabilitation of the prison, remove all the red flags and replace them. You know what I mean? Move away, get rid of the bad people. And then, funnily enough, I was on a dating app and I met a Scottish woman, sorry, and I just liked it up here. She was really nice. So after about 7 months, I moved up here. I've lived up here for about 10 years now.
So when were you diagnosed with ADHD?
Well, Craig, what it was, my mum was having a go at me, and all I done to get diagnosed was I pushed her best lamp out the window, and then she says, "Right, we better take you to the doctors." I don't remember because it's a chemical imbalance in the brain. I don't ever remember me getting any tests done or any bloods or anything done. But I was straight down to Birmingham to see the psychiatrist woman. Now she would see me in a room, me and my mother, and then she would ask me to leave so that she could look about behaviour. 8 years old.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was 35 when I was diagnosed, and they didn't really want to speak to me. They wanted to. Well, they asked me for school reports, which from my primary school, which obviously I didn't have, and then they were more concerned about talking to my father because he was my only surviving parent that they could get shit from.
Yeah, and people say to me all the time, "Oh, Hangman, why did you leave? Why did you get kicked out when you were 16?" Well, the story of it is really when I was 2 years old. I don't really tell many people, but my mum and my dad was married, and my dad walked in, and let's just say my mum was having an affair with me. I've got two half sisters on my mum's side. They've all got different dads. Some of them was abusive and stuff, and I just retaliated. I've stuck up for my mother loads of times when my stepdads have like pushed her against the wall, and I've had to phone the police, or I've had to, from very young. I said, "There's his number plate." They said, "How did you get his number plate? You're only 10 years old." I said, "I've seen it happen before." Loads of like bad stuff like that. But I was sort of denying it, but I never seen my dad for 10 years. And when I found him when I was 16, my father, he'd had two children at the time, but now he had six. And all of the boys, every single one of them had ADHD. So that was when I stopped denying it. And I was like, yeah, I do have ADHD. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, when I was...
Yeah?
Go on.
No, you carry on.
When I was 34 years old, I didn't know what ADHD was. My fiance of 17 years left me. And during a conversation over email, she's like, "Oh, I think you've got ADHD."
Yeah.
I Googled it. What I read people with ADHD don't make much money. I was making about 15 grand a month at the time without really doing anything for it.
Oh,
so I thought, fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Then I met a best friend's younger brother, and was telling him about this, and he was like, "You don't know you've got ADHD," because he had ADHD, and I was like, "I don't even know what ADHD is," and he explained it, and I was like, "Nah." Then I had a look at this, and when I went back to see what I'd Googled initially, it was like people with ADHD, it's not that they don't make much money, it's that they don't normally make the amount of money that they're capable of and stuff. But my ADHD brain only read the highlights of it.
Yeah.
So I think I was 36 when I was actually diagnosed.
Wow. So it took you it take 2 years, to get diagnosed.
Well, from me going, so the first time this is 2 years from me first ever finding out what it was. Yeah. Wow. First time I went to the GP, I was like, I think I've got ADHD. So I'm like, "Why do you think you've got ADHD?" Yeah. I wouldn't say panicked, but like I didn't like I just blanked. My mind just blanked, and I was like, "Well, I'm impatient in queues. I'm this and that," and the doctor was like, "I don't think you've got ADHD," and I was like, "I'm sure this isn't how an ADHD assessment's meant to work." You know what I mean? Like you're not meant to ask me why I think I've got it. You're meant to test it. And so that time was overlooked. Next time I went to the doctors, it happened very, very, very. The diagnosis, or the first stages of the diagnosis happened very, very, very quickly.
Yeah. See, I don't get that because, all of my brothers do have ADHD, and if it's a chemical imbalance in the brain, surely when they take your bloods, they can see that chemical imbalance. No, you know what I mean?
It's not a chemical imbalance in the brain as such. It can be completely, well, it is completely detected by a brain scan, because part of your brain
Yeah.
barely works at all, and another, well, two parts of your brain barely work at all. Another two parts of your brain work extremely fast as compared to how normal people's do. That's the
I think that's the cognitive side and the creative side. I'm not sure.
Well, it's to do with the to say that the best way to describe an ADHD brain is like having a fucking Porsche engine with BMX brakes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. Well, I've always been told that it's a chemical imbalance in the brain, Craig, and the doctors they give you. I'm not taking a dig at you. What I'm saying, they give you the medication you might struggle with because it's lisdexamfetamine.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, what a fucking riot that drug is for ADHD. I've been diagnosed since I was 8. I was always told it's a chemical imbalance in the brain. Things that you look out for, signs are impulsiveness, one, thinking. So when you get an idea in your head, you can't think about it. I'll give you an example. So I was watching your live earlier. No, I was watching your Decca Daily, and when you said the part, "Oh, I don't need moderators," now I just heard that, yeah, and I thought, "Oh, is there a comment to that? Where's the comment?" So
all right, so that there was a comment at that point that it said, can't remember who made it, saying, I love this video. Craig doesn't have moderators because he's real. No, I don't have moderators because I'm completely uncensored, so I don't see the point in censoring other people. You know what I mean?
Well, I'll see some comments and then I'll try. I spent 25 minutes trying to skip back to the part where you said I don't have any mods. That's ADHD. Now, also, when I used to watch EastEnders with the X, we used to have it on. I used to say, "Oh, let's see exactly what they're saying." So we had the captions on, and I would always be rewinding it, see if I had a little bit of. Because I smoked dope, so if I smoked a bit of dope or something, or even without it, I'll always skip back. Another thing is, say if there's a YouTube short and they say, right, this guy was born in 1872, I'll sit there and I'll work out how old he'd be today, how old he was when he died. Oh, it's the riot, mate. That's ADHD. Another thing is being destructive, not being able to sit still. Hyperactive. You can feel some days. Some days I don't sleep for 3 days. I don't even take. You know what I mean? And I smoke. Also, as well, is impulsiveness. Obviously, I said that. Destructiveness. Can't sit still. Destructing things. That's one. Sitting and playing with things like that. Now, I'm not sure. We might have to have a look into it, Craig, because they definitely said it's imbalance in the brain, and they said they give you amphetamine, lisdexamfetamine, to balance out the chemical in the brain. So they say, why would you give somebody with ADHD basically, amphetamine? And they say it balances you out. Do you know what I mean? And that's why they give you the lisdexamfetamine. But I'll tell you a story.
They give you they give you stimulants when you have ADHD because they have the complete reverse effect on your brain. Yeah. So you take a stimulant like speed, then like anybody would, they'd be dead chatty, like dead upbeat, dead, just like they're at a rave.
Yeah.
You give me speed, it slows down what's going on inside my head. And I go very quiet, and then I get a load of work done.
Yeah. I see. Yeah, I can see your predicament. Now, I started smoking marijuana when I was 17, and that doesn't really go hand in hand with ADHD. But
No,
sometimes,
because because marijuana is a depressant, really.
yeah, it's you can get like green, but you can get marijuana like indica that is a little
Yeah,
more.
like sativa and indigo. And I know there's a difference, but I don't. Please educate me on the difference because I don't know what it is. So go on.
At the end of the day, sativa sticks you to your couch, and the other one's indica, which you can function on. But at the end of the day, if you smoke 10 joints of indica, you're still going to be crumbled in your bed and not going to do anything.
Mm.
But that's the only. I've tried other drugs than that, not crack or heroin, but like a lot of other drugs apart from the ones that make you trip. Um, and I've tried speed. My ex girlfriend used to you know distribute it. Right, so she spiked me one time, and I just got dead worried. And
She spiked you with what?
yeah, she had brain. Now brain is speed. When it's like a cream color, smells like fucking cactus, I think. And before it's been
Okay, so she spiked you with. Let's just call it speed because there's a huge thing going on between what it is and what it isn't. But
and she put like a gram of it in my coffee, drank half the coffee and threw half of it away. She thought it was funny, but I was just like dead nervous and stuff. Um, don't ask me why she did that, but she did. Um, yeah, and
so
like
have you ever taken a drug willingly or not that has like calmed down, not you, but like your head?
um, nah, nah, mate, no, not really. If you have one track thinking, say if you get a little bit of aggression, someone's made you angry, and you sit there thinking about it in your head, and you get that one track thinking, smoking a joint doesn't calm you down. Sometimes makes it worse. You know what I mean? The only thing it does really is relax your muscles and like body, and it's like a constant battle in your mind. I've actually just been to the doctor's, Craig, on Monday there to get not to get re-diagnosed, but to get referred back to the specialist ADHD doctor because I'm really, really struggling the last year. But where you said you've maybe been a little bit successful in life, and you have made money. Well, I can relate to that in the sense that I got into a lot of trouble, but when I was doing the gym, when I came to Scotland, I was lifting the heaviest weights I could, and then I'd go and get a kebab. And these rugby boys, one of them had cancer at the time, but he was like sort of getting into remission and stuff. But I think he was getting the treatment. I think he was all right. He's all right now, God bless him. And he said, I used to play rugby team. There's a local team around here. Do you want to play? Now, I'd never played rugby before, Craig. Yeah.
Hmm.
And within 5 years, this there's BT League, there's BT Premiership. That's basically semi-professional, about 300 quid a game. League One, League Two, and 40 regional leagues below that. They played in the third highest one. I got £100 a game. I played 5 years because I got addicted to it. I played 5 years in the second team, and you can have fights. Let's just say you can have fights. Do you know what I mean? And I used to channel it on the pitch, and they said, "Right, Martin, now instead of fighting with people, try and fucking push them off and score a try." Do you know what I mean? Try and channel that aggression even more. And within 5 years, I played second row. I was the jumper. I was in the scrum. And for the second team, when I got into the first team, I was the leading try scorer for that season because I just channeled my ADHD into it. I played in the first team, used to get paid £100 a game. When COVID came around, I lost my um, I lost my job construction because it was just doing house extensions and it was cash in hand, to be honest. And I lost my rugby, and I never went to the gym, obviously. And ever since coronavirus, I've not been to the gym, not played rugby, struggled with work. Now, I applied for PIP. Yeah, I don't really like to say, but I did apply for PIP. And they made me go to a face-to-face appointment, right? Um, and I said 70% of the time, I'm okay. at work, you know. But when the weeks go on, I forget that this is a good job. I'm getting good money here. So I'll just mess around. Craig, I've been fired in factories for pressing buttons, sitting and pressing buttons and fucking up the line, being cheeky to people, fighting with people, people in authority. It's not good, mate. So I've got a proven track record of losing jobs. And the tip said, because I'm okay 70% of the time, we have to refuse you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm trying again now because I keep losing jobs. So you never got diagnosed till you was that age. I can't believe that, mate.
I didn't even know what it was.
Well, when you're younger, they give you Ritalin and risperidone to help you sleep. But they say that unless you've got severe ADHD, you'll probably grow out of it by the time maybe you get up to 27 or something, or not exactly that, but around that.
There's no such thing as a.
I don't believe growing out of it.
There's no such thing as growing.
Because many people can have ADHD. You might have something. You might have something else wrong with you, Craig. That's what I'm trying to tell them. I'm trying to tell them. I'm pretty sure this is a bit more than ADHD, but because I've got ADHD, they just put it down to that all the time. ADHD. I'm saying that's not how I feel. Not
Well, they're saying that the mental health aspect of things is that ADHD very, very, very rarely travels alone. So there probably is something else mentally wrong with us, but
yeah.
for me, it's like I'm a success story of ADHD because I can use it as like a strength for me. I know it sounds ridiculous. But if it wasn't for my ADHD, I wouldn't be anywhere near as creative as I am. I'd have nothing. I'd be Decker Heggie, basically.
Yeah. Now, where you've done well is where my downfall was. I went to high school and I used to play in the primary school. Used to be very, very popular. I used to push the ADHD, be very creative, very, very popular. With ADHD, you're either very popular or you're a recluse, and people will find it difficult to take. Now, how was your school, and was you popular in school, or?
I was a bit mental in school.
Yeah, same here, class clown. Yeah.
Oh,
I
mean, like I was expelled for the first time by the time I was about 5, and then 12 again. I think in high school.
Well, the only reason I never stood up for myself, even though I never really had a father figure, just stepdads, was because I was too scared of getting in trouble with my mom. So I just let myself get bullied until about year 10, and then I just lost the plot.
Well, I was fortunate enough to be popular enough where the hard kids, the really hard kids, were like, nice, cool as fuck. We'll bang out the people that want to bully him. And then, well, I moved high schools from like 15 to 16, like for the last year, because I got expelled. And when I went to the 16th year, like year 11, I was a bully target basically in this new school. And one day I just turned up to school with a pool ball and a sock, like a pool ball and a football sock. And the next person to give us any shit, I knocked him around the head with it. And it went from being, oh, he's somebody we can bully to, he's fucking mental, stay away from him.
What happened to me was I got bullied. For example, they had a can of juice. I know this is just a bottle of Prime, but they had a can of juice and there was a top playground and a bottom playground. I was on the bottom one. This guy threw it because we're all good at cricket. So he threw this can of Pepsi and the full can went from the bottom playground and smashed me in the head. You know what I mean? And it's fucking sore as fuck. But my mate John Lewis, who was in the Army Cadets at the time before I got into like trouble and that, and I used to do karate from when I was 5 to 15. And when I was about 15, when this happened to me, I just went to like a regional karate like sparring thing, like a competition, and I was a brown belt at the time, and I was 15, and for my weight class and the brown belts, I came second. And my mate John Lewis, he'd seen his actual name is John Lewis, same as the shop. And then he said to me, Martin, he says, why are you letting people bully you in school? He says, just honestly stand up for yourself. No, 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 no. I'll get in trouble. My stepdad will give me a good hiding
Mm.
if I. But then the guy threw the can at my head, and I used to lift weights because I was naughty. So even though I was lifting weights, I was still getting bullied because I was getting bullied.
Give a miss.
And stuff. They had a little gym, so they said on break time, instead of getting bullied and stuff, go and lift weights. You know what I mean? Go and you can use the gym. But this other naughty kid with ADHD, Matthew, who was a boxer, he was the hardest in the year. Now he was bullying me, right? And it was just me and him in the gym, 15. And he wasn't the one that threw the can, but it was me, right? So I said, look what your pals have done. And he said, let's have a spar. Boxing will always beat karate. And I said, is that so? And then we had a little spar. And by accident, I clipped him. And it sort of like, hurt him and that. Yeah. So he said, after school, I'm going to smash your head in. You know what I mean? All day. I just thought to myself, you know what? I said, all right, then that's fine. Underground car park, that's where it was. And the whole school was watching. Well, not the whole school, but, you get a group of people. And the guy went to hit me, and I just moved from like I'm standing square on. They just say, just all you need to do is just literally move your back leg. So you're standing square on, you're going to get punched in the face. Just do that. So I stepped away. I put my hand over up here. I grabbed his head and I smashed it into my knee. I think his jaw was a little bit hot. I'm not sure. But nothing happened.
Nice.
Nothing happened with the police. He couldn't have his boxing fight in the next 2 weeks because his jaw was fucked. And people, his brother, were saying to me, "You fucked his jaw." I never found out if it was broken and stuff. Yeah, but fuck me, his brother was in year 11. Yeah, sorry, I was in year 10. Sorry. Oh, Craig's gone. So I was in year 10, and yeah, in year 11, he says, you did my brother a good hiding. He said, but, you managed to talk it out eventually. But yeah, so I did eventually stand up for myself, so I can see what Craig's saying there, how he had to stick up for himself. Had to stick up for himself, sort of thing. What a nice guy, helping Hangman and that. Well, I'm not very professional with the live. I've not got the equipment phased well and that, so. But if he wants to re-edit my live, then he can. So, I won't talk bad about people. I won't talk bad about people. Tit for tat. No one's done anything to me. If they're nice to me, I'll be nice to them. I won't repeat anything that's been said. I won't repeat anything that's been said on the live stream. I can make the live stream private. I can show you the live stream's been deleted. Not a problem. I won't tell anybody. Won't tell a soul. You know what I mean? What happens between me and a person? Between me and a person. So, yeah. What a nice man. Oh, that was brilliant talking about that. I'm going to have a little cigarette and see if Craig wants to come back on. If he doesn't, he doesn't. But that's nice to talk to him about that. I'm a very open, honest person. If anybody asks any questions or anything, I'll do my best to answer it. Bloody hell, it's 3 a.m. I'm not. I don't think I've got to go out to tomorrow to do any job. I cancel my afternoon job. Now I'll just do painting and stuff like that. And the arenas. But the arenas are the arenas, I've a little bit fell out with the boss, so. What a nice man. It goes to show as well because Craig's got like it's not about followers and that, but he's got a lot of friends, a lot of followers, and stuff like that. And he'll spend his time sitting with me, just him and me, just him and me in the live stream. What does that tell you? You know what I mean? He's got all them friends, all them subs, and he'll sit there and talk to me, who's sitting there on my own. You know what I mean? What a nice man. I'll never talk shit. I'll never repeat. I'll never repeat what we spoke about. I can make this live private. I can delete the live and show you. Not a problem. I'm just a little bit of a clout chaser. But no, I am here to make genuine friends. I am here to make genuine friends. I'll show you some of the gigs that I've worked. This is my channel. Nearly got 1,000 subs now. I'll show you Beyonce. See, I've had good jobs, you see, with the ADHD. I've still had good jobs, but I keep falling out with people. So this is building a stage and building an LED screen for Harry Styles gig, and that was at Murrayfield Stadium. So here we go. Oh wait there. Let me put the sound back on there. I love this. I need to make up with the boss. Into this. Harry Styles. And when you build the stage for the gig, you've got a wristband. You can walk straight into the gig for free. That's your Harry Styles stage, look. I really like that stage there. It's really nice. Yeah. There's your cherry pickers. Yeah. There's your sound. Your speakers. Okay. There's the red carpet. That's where all the wires go. Yep. It's the crowd barrier. See? See, we put the crowd barriers. That. That'll be Harry Styles. Wins, isn't it? 67,000 seat stadium. Out as well. I think that camera, this camera here, guys, they're £250,000 each. Everything is. Yeah. Each one of them cameras recording for Harry Styles, what he takes on tour, is £250,000 each. You have to get CRB checked as well to work at some of the other gigs where there's, let's just say, young people there. So they're the kind of requirements you have to pass to work there, sort of thing. So you'd have to do a bit of training, pass a CRB, stuff like that. Here's Beyonce, free entry for Hangman, not paid a dime. I'll show you this one first. Building a Beyonce stage. Look at that bike. Look at that bike. That bike. Stage. Look how many staff are there. There's the car over there. There's the car that malfunctioned and she couldn't get out of in America. Yeah. So yeah, you'll see it in a minute. There's part of it. Look. Right there, I'll show you. It's over here, look. Hangman does not lie. There you go. That has just been in the news because that's a remote tank. That's a remote control tank and Beyonce struggled to get out of there. You go and Google the local news, that's what happened. This is in Scotland, Renaissance Tour. Beyonce again. I never got any footage of the weekend because that was strict security. But here we are, Beyonce, free entry for Hangman. Hangman's. That's how you get free. That's how you get free entry to Beyonce. Build the fucking stage. That's got very bad sound because it's like a dome. Murrayfield is like a dome, so it's very. There's Hangman, look. See, with ADHD, you can do things. That's 50-kilogram dumbbells, and I've never taken steroids. You know what I mean? I'm not even that big there. I'm only 16 stone. That's the ADHD. Two more. I am pretty convinced as well. When you've got ADHD, you've got some kind of extra strength. You know what I mean? Now this is a police audit goes wrong. Someone starts on me. What?
I'm gonna leave them to it, right? No, I know, mate. What do you say, mate? Because I can, mate.
Why are you filming me? You've just been arrested for battering your bird, and you want to ask why I'm filming you?
Because I can, pal. Yeah? You'll do what? You'll do nothing. That's what you'll do, bro. You'll do nothing. Do nothing. Right? Why is this guy being abusive to me? Why is this guy abusing me? You can't film in public. What's his problem? What's your problem, man? Yeah? Keep your mouth shut, right? You're in enough trouble as you can, as you are. You don't want trouble as well. Big man with the handcuffs on, huh?
Helping
You're
your
a
bird.
featherweight, mate. You're a strawweight.
Fucking strawweight having our. Isn't he? Who are the four ghosts watching this live? Where's the video, Craig? Go. Probably got to go to sleep. You know. Right, so there we are. Man clamp. Look at this one. Clamping a CID car. How about that? CID. Give me 200 quid and I'll take the clamp off. That's not me, that's my pal. CID. CID. No way, huh? Yeah, so I do police audits, prison audits, and tell stories, and I should probably do something. I don't know. Not got that much confidence, but it was brilliant having video Craig on. What a nice guy. I'm going to put the live stream on private because we spoke about some private matters. So I'm going to put it on private. There's Barley.
Hey, can we get a big up Hangman audit?
Watch this. Barley talking to prisoners over the wall.
Big up Barley! Hey, can we get a big up hand on it? Go on, boys! Big up the boys! Yeah! We've come from England! We've come from England! Exposing this prison! Exposing the screws! Exposing them all!
Right, so here we go. If anyone's still watching, I'm going to show you some content, some of my content. Right, here we go. This is what I do.
This!
This is what I do.
Right, guys, today we're at HMP Scottish Prison Service, Barley. HMP Barley. So let me tell you a little bit about this prison, guys. This prison was opened apparently, I believe, in 1882. It has a capacity of 1,000, I believe, and 16. But currently, guys, yeah, this is holding 1,600 prisoners. How can that be right? Nearly 600 prisoners over. More than it.
This is me doing my Scouse accent because I was a little bit nervous.
Should be able to hold. That's not right, guys. It's a Victorian jail. And I've just been reading online that this jail is going to be knocked down in 2025. So we better get out there. Done all these cones before. Do you think they're for the coronavirus?
So you go around, go public.
Sorry about the sun. But I'm going to test about this. Which part is public and which part is actually not public, guys.
Now this
Seems to be open, this guys.
This was my first audit, so I was a bit in your face with me. Calm down a lot since then.
No smoking. Let's see if this is accessible by the public. Oh, guys, look at that. Visitors stop.
Yeah, I know how to make a video, look.
That, guys. Look at that. Stop for a little while, guys. Oh, very aggressive man there. See that aggression by that guard then? Aggression. I'm just filming this is a public building, isn't it? It says public on the door. It says public on the door. You're going to call the police. Is that what you're doing there? It says public on the door.
Sorry about the Scouse accent. Fucking hell.
What does this say, guys? Visitors stop.
You have to be very polite. You have to, because remember, you're going in there and they don't want you in there, although it is maybe or maybe not public. Yeah? So you can't offend no one. You can't go around insulting, especially women, you know what I mean? Or even the officers. You can't go around assaulting them, that's you arrested.
I can only presume, guys, until I'm told it's not. Visitor exit, stop, visitor all open, guys. Right, anyway, got a couple of questions about HMP Barley. What are you going to say about the coronavirus in this prison? It must be bad. Must be bad. You can only hold 1,000 prisoners. Yet you're holding 1,600. 1,600 prisoners here.
So you've got to be polite
That's some kind of joke.
and ask the
See, guys,
questions.
typical response. Just going to move off the camera. See this prison, guys? A lot of corruption in this prison.
So now what you want to do is, you don't want to badger that woman. You know what I mean? You don't want to sit there and badger her. Firstly, she's a woman. Yeah, she may be an officer. But I've asked her the questions, so now we need to disengage.
I presume you can't go over there, so I won't, guys. I'm gonna have some agent entrance. I wonder what an agent is, guys. This is a crazy place, huh?
An agent is
Typical again,
solicitor.
guys. They don't want to talk. They don't want none of it. Live free's been here, guys. I wonder what's going to happen. first prison audit. They've been warned, guys. This will not go away. They're trying to film. They're trying to film. They're not going to stop us guys filming. They're going to film everybody. Not these guys here. Where they are, look. Hello, officer. Oh, of course you can get in. Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. I didn't mean to be in your way there.
I did really.
There's the officers going in, guys. This must be their entrance. This must be the officer's entrance, guys. But it does say public. And there is somebody at the desk there. Excuse me, officers, what are you going to say about coronavirus in this prison? What are you going to say about overcrowding in this prison? You can only hold 1,000 prisoners. You're holding 1,600. What are you going to say about corruption in this prison? Look at them laughing, guys. Look at this guy laughing. It's a public building. He assaults me, guys. Look at it. What are you going to say? They just think it's a joke, guys. Coronavirus, overcrowding. Do you know what I mean? Surely. I am 2 meters, look. 2 meters, guys. Look at that, guys. Told you wouldn't have me removed. This is a public place. Keep your distance. Keep your distance, guys. We're keeping distance. Just gonna have a look at the rest of the place.
Yeah, that's a bit of order in here. The one person that's watching. Yeah, checking out the prison, looking around it.
Prison! Big up Barney! Hey, can we get a big up hangman audit? Go on, boys! Big up the boys! Yeah!
See, now this is where the ADHD, I got a little bit carried away.
We've come from England! We've come from England! Exposing this prison! Exposing the screws! Exposing them all! This can only be public. This must be public. Do you think this is public, boys? Is that public? Is that public?
They're like,
That's
be
public,
careful.
innit, guys? Must be.
No, be careful.
Big up the boys in the prison. Sorry about the voice, guys. Got a bit excited there. Wonder if this. Bet that's the officer's houses.
That is the officer's house.
Big up, boys.
Some of them.
There they are, guys. All stuck up there on dinner time. All banged up, guys. I bet they're on 23-hour bang up. Look how many's in there. I don't even want to leave them, guys. I don't even want to leave. Oh my God. Have you had? What are you going to say about corruption in the prison, boys? Who's been assaulted by the guards in here? Everybody, you hear that, guys? Everybody. Boy and wee man. Let me go speak to them about this. Let me go speak to them. How many's there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 20 boys. I'm going to go and have a word with them now. Check out the YouTube. Live free. Hangman audits. I'm going back down. I'll be back, boys. I'll be back, boys. They're not getting away with this, I promise you. We're out here supporting you, boys. Supporting them. Alright, I'm going to go and have a little word.
And then I do say, not everybody in prison is bad, obviously, you know what I mean? So that was my first prison audit, so I've done a couple of them. And I think I'm going to call it a night there, guys, because I've got to get some sleep and that. And yeah, I'm going to put this on private. Oh, bollocks, it's the same screen. No, that's the stream 3 hours ago. So I'm going to leave that one up. That one's on private as well. So I'm going to put that on public. The Night Owls will go on public. And this live, because we spoke about personal matters, will be going on private. Thanks everybody for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share and subscribe. Have a good night everybody. Over and out. Hangman Audits.